Welcome to Cowgirl Up, the podcast dedicated to elevating your mindset. I'm your host, Lori Blickenstaff, certified mental performance coach at mentalgame101.com. Today I'm going to continue sharing some golden nuggets from the Mental Performance Summit that I attended. And today's come from the summit's host and founder of the Mentally Strong Institute. Her name is Dr. Cindra Kamphoff, and she has worked with organizations such as the Minnesota Vikings as their sports psychologist and the U.S. Olympic track and field team. She also happens to be the founder of the Mentally Strong Coaching Certification Program, which I went through last summer to just gain some extra tips and tools, and it did not disappoint. Cindra also has a book coming out in September called The Confidence Habit, 7 Practices to Transform Self-Doubt to Self-Belief. So I am really looking forward to that one. At the summit, she was sharing from her book her step-by-step approach to making confidence something you build on purpose to help you think like a high performer. So she asked us first to define how would we define confidence, and then she shared 4 facets of confidence. The first is confidence as a feeling, which, as we've talked about, that really can't be relied on because our feelings are fickle, and it's just hard to manufacture on a moment's notice. Then also she talked about confidence as a decision, which we have also talked about on the podcast. Because confidence is fragile, we have to make a decision to practice it. And then the third part is confidence as a skill. It is not something you are born with. It is a skill that anyone can develop. And then finally, she defined confidence as a belief and just a belief in your own ability. Okay, so that's all good to know, but how would we go about developing these? Well, I'm going to give you her 7 steps, and then I'm just going to explain them in my own words. So, step number 1, craft our inner coach. So remember how we talked about talking to ourselves like a best friend? That would be a good inner coach. Number 2, clear the past. So in my words, this means we figure out what we can learn from it and then let it go. The third is to clarify the future. So in my mind, that is defining what you want for your future. And then create our identity. This means deciding who we want to be. We talked about this yesterday. And 5, capture wins. And with my clients, we talk about this all the time, but we need to meditate on and review what went well as much as we can. And then number 6, claim emotions. So this would be like our topic of last week, which was emotional regulation. So you can go back and visit those if you didn't listen. And then the last one is compose a winning team. And in my words, this is because no one became great alone. We should find people who have similar vision and support us. Now, we know from the world's top performers that they don't just train their skills, they train their minds. Success leaves signs. So you'd better believe that I'm going to study those signs and try to emulate the best of the best. Well, doesn't that tie in nicely with our power statement, which is, I discipline my mind to reveal my best self. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions, feedback, or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at lori@mentalgame101.com.